Time now for another check of your weather forecast. Brittany joining us now. Brittany, you will not get any complaints out of me about this forecast. So relieved to see the cooler temperatures today.
Yeah, even though it is technically still pretty humid out there, it was a substantial change from last weekend. I mean, we were talking about a high of 101 Saturday, 102 Sunday. Today we only hit 74. So an almost 30-degree drop from last weekend and an almost 20-degree drop from even just yesterday. Current temperature sits at 70 degrees, dew point at 66. So remember, the closer those numbers are together, the higher the relative humidity. So it still feels sticky outside. Again, things are just not as bad. We're starting to see some of the patchy drizzle start to clear out across some of the area. Right now, you can actually see pretty dense cloud cover from our Dallas tower cam, but not actively raining like it was just a few hours or so ago. As we take a wider view of satellite and radar, two things I want you to point out here. First, we have moisture here on the northwestern side of our viewing area near the mountains, and the second is that low pressure that's spinning off the coast. We'll get to that here in just a second. So the current setup that we had today was essentially cold air damming. Now, it's a different setup when it's summertime because we're not in that classic colder pattern, right, where we see highs in the 70s, or sorry, highs in the 50s. During a summer pattern, it's more of a hybrid. So you get those highs in the 70s, so about 20 degrees warmer. But it's essentially the same idea, right? We have strong high pressure over the New England states that wrap around northeast to eventually southeasterly flow starts to push in some of that slightly drier air. But what happens is the cooler and drier air gets trapped on this side of the Appalachian Mountains. So then when the moisture comes over on this side, because warm air is less dense, it goes above, cold air goes below. And so we get the cold impact. However, that warm, moist air still allows for some of that rain to trickle down. So we eventually do get areas of patchy drizzle. This is also what will sometimes cause freezing rain, because we're getting that same moisture impact with colder temperatures during the winter time. So different story for a different day. Hybrid cold air damming event today, but we will see a few peaks of sunshine heading into tomorrow. But still watching a few areas of light rain, patchy drizzle, mountains all the way down toward northern Cleveland County, including parts of Catawba and Lincoln County. Everything we've had today is light, and everything we will have throughout this evening, and even some showers lingering into tomorrow, will be light. So again, nothing I'm too concerned about. There's a wider view of Doppler radar. As we go into tomorrow morning, I would still expect areas of patchy drizzle and fog for the early half of the day, but eventually we rid ourselves. We kind of filter away some of that cloud cover, so sunshine will peek through at times, but I don't think we'll be completely sunny until the latter half of the week. But we will get some really, really sunny days, so don't be worried about that. So clouds stick around in the morning, eventually upper 70s to near 80, so I do think tomorrow is going to be warmer than we were today. Quick update here on the tropics. We have this area of interest we were talking about earlier. It's a low pressure that's off the Carolina coast that will push away. Then we have a new area that's highlighted in yellow out in the central part of the Atlantic basin due to really, really strong high pressure returning just off the western Atlantic coastline. I would expect most of these areas to stay away from the United States. Long range model data, I kind of circled these for you here, does indicate the same. So again, strong high pressure normally keeps those things away. We of course will continue to watch it, but I would say tropics are something we should be keeping an eagle eye on here over the next few weeks, because remember, it's officially August and about 90% of tropical activity, not just here, but across the entire Atlantic basin, does happen after August 1st, with September and October classically the most active months in the Carolinas. So again, something we'll keep a close eye on, but at least right now, those two areas I'm not too concerned about. As always, of course, our team will let you know if anything changes, but the only thing that's changing for the upcoming week is sunshine and the 80s eventually return.